Come follow the brick wall. It's your girl Eva K, and I'm ready to eat. Hey, who ready to eat with me? Who ready to come bread with me? Let's break bread. Come break bread with me. Let's break bread. We about to eat this food and get fed. Come break bread with me. Let's break bread. Now bow your head, hey, cause we gotta say the grace, cause we about to eat. We about to eat. I can't wait to eat. Let's eat, big girls. Are you ready to eat? Come eat with me and let's talk. I want to get all in your business. What you gotta say? What you gotta say? I'm ready to laugh and I'm ready to play. Come on and break bread with your girl Eva K. Let's break bread. Okay? Hey, happy Cinco de Mayo. So look, let me tell y'all something. I am trying to be on like this little health kick or whatever, and I have been juicing. So for Cinco de Mayo, I made a little mock version of a Let me move my rainy dressing. I made a mock version of a mojito because all a mojito is like alcohol, mint, lime. But I'm trying to fast from drinking right now. So only thing that's in my mock mojito, which I used in my juicer, I used a half of a cucumber, lime, a whole lime, cucumber, aloe, which aloe, I bought it at Walmart for $6.99. It's like in the medicine aisle. To me, DJ said it tastes like dirty water hose water. But I use it in my drinks to like thin my drinks out or whatever. So this is very bitter because the only thing in it is cucumber, lime, and aloe. I put a little hint of orange because I had an orange left over from a juice I was doing for my sister. So I just put like a little hint of orange in there. But it's very bitter. I did not add any sweeteners because I'm a sugarholic. If I add sugar, I'm going to just want sugar. So I didn't add no monk fruit or no sweeteners like that. And this is just mint. I rinsed it out. That's why it's dripping. I got it from $1.99 for $1.99 at Food City. So I'm just really going to garnish with it. Oh, yeah, that's what's in here. It's a whole, because I bought 3 of these. I put a whole container of mint, cucumber, lime, and aloe. So that's what's in my mock mojito. Which, when I was juicing the mint, nothing really came out. So I'm not sure. I just want to look fancy. I know you're supposed to crush it up to get the little flavor or whatever. But you can chew on these too. You get something in your teeth or whatever. But I'm just really just using it to garnish it because, ooh, baby. This right here is tart and bitter. But I've been really trying with the juices. I've been juicing like this morning. I got up at 6 o'clock and I had a juice. In that juice it was red beets, golden beets, carrots, watermelon, pineapple. It was good. I mean, the beets is like, overwhelming, but it was good. So let me put my mint to the side. So yeah, so I got my mock mojito for Cinco de Mayo. Oh, baby. That ain't for the faint of heart. And I'm going to eat a salad. Because, of course, with the coronavirus going on, I haven't had people over my house to do videos like I want to do. And once this is over, we'll get right back to it. I actually have a full calendar of people. I've just been writing down the names of people who asked me, I want to come on. I want to break bread with you. So we're going to do that. My husband grilled me some steak and some chicken for my protein. And then I got this bag of kale salad for Walmart. And then Renee, which I had Renee on the show. She's a very good friend of Break Bread Studios. She makes this sauce. To me, it's like the consistency is a little thicker than Italian dressing. But it's fat-free. It's, it don't have any dairy products. You see, I don't have any cheese. I do have my olives because I'm trying to get away from dairy too because I'm a big dairy eater. So I'm at least trying to wean my body off of things one by one, you know, because I do want to lose some weight, not to be skinny, but just to be healthy. Since I've been juicing, y'all, I'm trying to tell you, like, I have energy. Do you hear me? Okay, sorry, y'all. I have customers coming by, so yeah, I had to stop it for a second. But yeah, so kale mix, I think I already told you that. So yeah, so like it's the consistency of like Italian dressing. It's mainly like, she said, like olive oil and a lot of lemons. So it's really good. I don't know what's all in it. I just know it's amazing. This salad is so strong. But I'm really trying to wean myself off. I don't want to be skinny. I want to be healthy. And since I've been juicing, yeah, energy galore. So I'm watching my portions. That juicing is helping me. This steak is so juicy, y'all. And this chicken is so good. Since I've been juicing, it's just been giving me energy, especially beets. If you don't like beets, I would suggest you use like an orange. I figured out oranges cover up the flavor of beets. Of course, grapefruit, but that combination is like, you have to really be like wanting to do this for your health to have that combination, because it's strong. Got the window open so it's flies or whatever. So yeah. This episode is gonna be a little juicy, okay? Because it's some stuff that I want to talk about that it's a little personal, or in that little family, dirty laundry, whatever, what have you. I don't care. Because I keep having the same conversation over and over. These are my olives. I can eat as many of these as I want. And I just be eating olives just to be eating them. I love olives. Let you see this sauce. Look at that sauce. And with this sauce, you don't even need that much. Let me tell y'all, last night, I fixed some salmon. I didn't even season my salmon. I just put this sauce on there, let it marinate, and then put it in the oven. Now, I like my salmon. I don't like it all the way done. That don't taste good to me. But my husband, I have to take mine out and then put his back in there. But anyways, y'all, I know I'm gonna have some people mad at me after this, but I can't say I don't care, because I care, but at the same time I don't care. So let's get into the subject of cheating while married. Now, if you're in a relationship, common law marriage, okay, maybe this apply to you too. I don't know. But let's get into cheating in a marriage and the respect of it. Okay, so a conversation I was having with a very close family member of mine is, y'all, I don't know how to, okay, let me go back. Because the conversation was had with my mother. And if you know my mother, you know my mama is a real upbeat person, nice personality. I love my mama. Now that I'm married, you know, situations keep coming up regarding before the birth of me, that keep coming up. And I was asked the question, what would I do if DJ cheated and had a baby out of wedlock? Because I was that baby that was born out of wedlock. My dad was married, still is married to this day, to his wife, and he and my mom conceived me and my sister Paulette. But in between me and Paulette, I have another brother by my father, and then I have an older brother by my father before my mom, whatever. Yeah, so that's just a little background. So the question was, how would I feel if DJ brought home a baby? I keep going back and forth, okay? Because you cannot talk on a situation that you never been through. I lived that situation from a child's perspective, not a grown woman who now has a husband. But I'm gonna say this: if my husband bring home a child with another woman, I'm either going to have to love that child or leave my husband, because I was pretty much mistreated a lot of my childhood. I don't care. That's from a child perspective. I was mistreated a lot because of me being born a bastard. I've been called a bastard. I'm a bastard child. That's just what it is. And a bastard is if your parents are not married, you are a bastard. Okay? So you either forgive and move on and love that child, or leave. Don't stay with the man and then mistreat the kids. I don't believe in mistreating kids because I didn't ask to be here. Okay? So another question that came up, because I'm trying to tread lightly because my family do watch this, and but that whole saying that we got to keep family business in the house, no, because sometimes you need somebody to talk to, and that really weighs on you. And I have people who, like in my life, who they boyfriend cheating on them or their husband cheating on them, and they go after the woman. Like I explained to my mama yesterday, if your husband cheat on you and get a woman pregnant, if that woman is not in your family, this is just some random woman. My mama was a random, just a random woman that he met, he liked, he fell in love with, they courted. She didn't know he was married, whoop-de-whoop, until after, the test said positive. So my thing is, that's your husband's responsibility to respect your marriage. That's not a woman on the outside responsibility to respect your marriage, because a lot of these women who are messing with married men don't know they're messing with married men. I have brothers who are married, and I've been sitting around them while they talking to women they meet out Plenty of Fish, or women they meeting on the internet, and they are singing their praises like they are telling these women sweet nothings, making these women fall in love. I be listening to them talk on the phone like, dang, now I'm in love, and you my whole brother. Like, just selling these women a dream. And it's not to throw my brothers under the bus, because everybody know what's up, but, these flies. It do something to me. It's not that woman's fault that your man is cheating on you for her. So stop going after the woman. Stop going through your man's phone, calling these women. You know what I'm saying? Whether he posted you on social media or what, blah, blah, blah. These men be lying. They was straight out saying, oh yeah, I'm married, but we separated. I live with her, but I sleep downstairs. How is a woman supposed to know? It's one thing if your husband is messing with your best friend or your sister. Yeah, that's disrespectful. You get at her. But stop getting at these random women for lies your man is telling them, just like they lying to you, and then you right back with them. I just don't understand that. I don't understand that. Especially if you bring a baby home. And I'm just like, when do the hurt end? I'm 30 years old, and I still have, members in my family who don't fool with me. Not because of nothing I did, but because of what was done before I was even conceived. How am I at fault for that? Having children of my own, the thought of somebody mistreating my child and not treating my babies how I treat my babies send me into a downward spiral. Because there's no way you're going to talk crazy to my kid, pinch my kid on the low, or be mean to my kid because you're jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done forgave and I done moved on. And it's something that, like, every time I tell people, yeah, my daddy's married, but he goes with my mom, they like, oh my gosh. I'm like, but that's, in my life, that's normal. Being in a healthy relationship now is still kind of surreal to me. It's like, okay, when are you going to cheat? All men cheat. And I'm trying to get out of that mode of thinking all men cheat. And sometimes, like, when our relationship is going really, really good, It's like I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, okay, is somebody gonna come out the woodwork and say this, or what's next? Like, it drives me crazy. But I have to have trust, and I do. I trust my husband. Until he give me something not to trust, I'm gonna trust my husband. And it's like society, especially on the internet, make you try to get in your head and try to persuade you to think an opposite way. And I just want to tell any lady that's in a relationship, and if you think the relationship is going too good or it's too good to be true, maybe you just deserve it. Maybe it's just your time. Maybe it's just God really sending that person for you. Everybody have flaws, and no, people are not perfect, but you have to pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he the perfect man, but his feet stink. Okay, we could get a little feet powder for that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know. Because I really want to say the real situation that's going on, but I didn't run it by the people. And now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I don't want them to like jump down my throat. But, I just think we as women sometimes put too much responsibility on the other woman. When in reality, you need to blame your man. And stop blaming yourself. Because that man is out here cheating don't mean that's something you do. And don't mean you have to play get back. Don't let these people put in your head that you have to play get back and cheat on him because he's cheating on you. Don't do that. Because at the end of the day, the only person you hurting is yourself. It's just, I don't know. Y'all talk to me in my comment section, because this is why I want to have this type of conversation with another married woman. I have a lot of married women in my life, but all of us are newly married, like within the last 5 to 6 years. And yeah, you could go through a lot, because my husband and I have been through a lot. A loss of a child, loss of a home, being homeless, not being able to eat, loss of cars. So yeah, it's a lot you could be put through in 5 years. Financial strain, having an elderly parent move in with you, dealing with family issues, dealing with lying, being lied on by family and stuff like that. Me and my husband been through a lot in these past 6 years that we've been through, but I have not dealt with infidelity. So that's the one subject, like, I would like to talk to another married woman who's still with her man, who's still holding her man down, who has been through infidelity, especially who has been through a man bringing a baby home on them. Like, if you're being through that situation and you're comfortable talking about that situation, I would like to talk to you, because I was that baby that was made out of love, but not in a marriage. And it's just, I'm still mentally and emotionally scarred from that. Yeah, you have childhood traumas that, oh, get over it, you're 30 now, you need to be over that. But I'm not. And trust me when I say I have phenomenal parents. My father to this day still pays my phone bill. So I have phenomenal parents. Anything I need from my mom or my daddy, they stop, drop, and roll. But it was other people in our lives on different sides of people, families, who have treated me like literally below their shoe. Like not even a redheaded stepchild. Just like dirt, like trash. Like I used to cry as a child, like that hurt my mama. Like I used to see that my mama was hurt, and I would just stop telling her what was going on, because who want to know that their child is being abused? And yes, she would confront my daddy about it, but my daddy have on blinders, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm stuck in the middle type situation. But, if that situation was brought into my home, and trust me when I say, when I turned about 21, I started to sympathize more with my stepmom. And just like putting myself in her shoes and how she might feel this random kid coming along. You know what I'm saying? I try to just understand, and I journaled about it. I wrote it down in my journal, like, I forgive her. My kids love my stepmom. You can't tell my kids nothing about their Mimi. Like, they know nothing. My kids would never know anything about that situation. You know what I'm saying? Because that's none of their business. And I would never taint their mind of an adult. Even, I have family members that I just, if they went to jail today, I would never write type situations. But I would, my kids love them. I would never, ever, ever, ever paint a bad picture of these people to my children. They kids. All they want to do is love and be loved. Period. But, I don't know, y'all. It's just relationship, trust in relationships is hard. Like, when I went through marriage counseling, when me and DJ went through marriage counseling with Pastor Arnold, you know, he was asking us what are our deal breakers. And, you know, I was like, well, what do you mean, what is a deal breaker? Because at this time, I'm swoon in love. Like, oh, I'm just so in love. I can't think of anything being a deal breaker. And he was like, you know, like cheating or infidelity or something like that. So Pastor Arnold is going through a list of things. And I'm like, no, that's normal. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, cheating is normal. Like, that's not a deal breaker for me. He was like, cheating is not normal. That's toxic. That's toxic behavior. And that's the thing. Like, the way I grew up in the environment that I grew up around, a lot of things that are normal to me, I'm just now learning are toxic. I thought arguing in a relationship was normal. I was mad because if you know DJ, my husband, he's very opposite of me. Calm, cool, collected. But the first time we got into an argument, I mean his face, because the type of person I am, when we arguing, I'm going for the juggler. He wasn't arguing back with me. And that was pissing me off. Like, it was making me mad more that he wasn't saying anything. He was just like, okay, what do you want to eat? I'm like, what? Like, we arguing. I'm ready to fight this man. And he would not argue back with me. He was like, Eva, all you need to do, you must be hungry. Go take your shower, and I'm going to cook something to eat. And I was just like, I didn't understand it, because in my life, arguing is how you tell somebody you love them. You argue, and then 5 minutes later, you act like you didn't know what happened. You're back talking. You don't even know how you talking. Here, ugly, here go the remote type situation. So to me, arguing was normal. Yelling, fussing, fighting was normal. Getting in a relationship with a man who will not argue back with me, who's just like, okay, that's enough. He even told my mama, he was like, yeah, she's on one, she's tripping. Maybe you could talk to her. Like, I put this man out of my house. I was like, because at the time it was my apartment. Before we got married, this is mine. That's how I felt. This is my shit. You pack your stuff, you get out. Because he did something I didn't like. And we was arguing. Well, of course, I was just arguing at him. And I told him to get out. So I go in my room and I slam my door. You know, I was crying or whatever. I fall asleep. When I get up, you know what I'm saying, the house is quiet. So I'm thinking like, okay, he left. Go to the bathroom, get myself together. I walk in the living room. Here he is. On the couch. I'm like, okay. So I wake him up. I'm like, why are you still here? He was like, oh, your food in the microwave. What? Like, what? He was like, where do you think I'm at to go? I pay bills here too. I'm not going nowhere. I'll sleep on this couch if you want me to. And since that day, that was it. When we first got together, like within the first year, before I even got pregnant with Dallas, since that day, I have not told him to get out, or, you know, we don't argue. We work through it. And I'm an argumentative person. I'm a debate type person. And we just have to talk it out. Me raising his voice to him, he's like, I'm the man. Like, no. You're not about to talk to me like that. And I never had nobody in my life to tell me, you're not about to talk to me like that. No, that's not okay. That humbled me. Because I was an asshole, like, just a likable asshole. People liked me, but I was a jerk. I was an asshole. I have no filter. I just thought I could go around saying whatever I wanted to, and nobody ever corrected me. Being corrected hurt. Being criticized and somebody critiquing you about how you act, that hurts. But sometimes that's what you need to hear. And that's what I needed to hear. Him just simply putting his foot down. No, you're not going to talk to me like that. So back to the deal breaker situation. A deal breaker for him was cheating in a relationship. But like I said, to me, that was normal. That was normal behavior in my life. So my only deal breaker that I have is hitting. Don't hit me. Don't put your hands on me. And we made a covenant before God, before I passed the order that, you know what I'm saying, I would never cheat on my husband. He would never cheat on me. And we will not put our hands on each other. Because that's just crossing a line. If you get that upset to where you need to put your hands on a person, you need to take a drive. Or you need to, take a walk or something. Especially with kids involved. It's situations that people had in their past, in their childhood, that they don't talk about. And you could hit them and that could trigger them. And just send stuff in a spiral. So, this is really a pointless video probably. But I just wanted to come and, talk to y'all and eat my salad. And just see, because I'm not live, y'all have to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see really, I'm going to wrap it up. See really how y'all feel about the whole cheating situation. Is it the woman's job to respect you in your relationship? Or is it your husband's job? Now, disclaimer. I'm not talking about if your husband is cheating on you with a family member or a friend. Because that happens. I'm talking about a random woman. You don't even know this woman. And you find out that he's cheating on you with her. Or he could be one of his co-workers or whatever. Do you automatically pop off and get mad at this woman for messing with your husband? Or do you correct the situation with your husband? And do you take him back? That's what I want to know. Especially if you have a kid. Because like I said, I was that bastard baby. And my whole life, I felt that. I knew I was the bastard. No ends if or buts. Never made me feel comfortable. People in my life, some people in my life have never made me feel comfortable around them. Walking on eggshells, not knowing how to speak, not knowing what to say. All because of something that had nothing to do with me. I just want to be loved. To this day, if you meet a person that don't like Eva, honey, you might want to check yourself. Because I'm very forgiving, I'm very understanding, I'm very lovable. Yeah, I'm a jerk a little bit at times, but, who not? As long as you don't cross me, we'll be best of friends. I'd do anything for anybody. Take the shirt off my back. Even though you can't feel it, you might have to tie it around, but I'll do it. Anyway, thank y'all for coming to listen. We will be back soon doing, mukbangs with other people and interviews like that. So cheers to you on this beautiful Cinco de Mayo. Put it so good. And hit up Renee Jackson. That's where I got my dressing from. Renee, she has, look her up on Facebook, Renee Jackson. Renita Jackson. She ships. This was a 16-ounce bottle, I think. It's $10. Really, really good. Lasts a long time. You can put it on anything, cook with it. This is my mock mojito. And yes, if y'all would please say a prayer for one of Knoxville's hometown heroes, Miss Ebony Brown, who's battling cancer. Mother's Day is coming up, so we're going to do like a little Mother's Day parade for her. So yeah, just keep praying for her. We love y'all. Stay safe, stay blessed. Peace, love.